Alright guys, Throne and Liberty, best in slot gear for the mage, staff and wand user. I have two options for you, super easy, blue, stacked with traits, super cheap and super powerful, and something that we will focus on to get all purple with all traits and cool features of the weapon, gear and accessories. Let's go. As always, my name is PLK and I love you guys. My community is growing so fast, that's super cool. Subscribe and like if you like the video. Comment below if you can suggest something better or, advice for the people. Please go to the comment section, it will help a lot. So I will use this website, I didn't find anything better, but you can find my builds on this website. PLK Mage version 2, Staff and Wand, full blue damage dealer. Of course, it's not full blue because the weapons should be purple, because some of the weapons have really cool traits that will help a lot. First of all, we're going, as always, dexterity and wisdom. Everything else you're going to the perception, and then on top of that you will have something from the weapon and gear. This website doesn't allow me to put proper traits for all of the gear, so I will tell what is better for each one of them. First of all, this build. You can see it's blue. It's super easy to get almost all of this gear except of the corrupted witch head at the moment and impure witch lion pants. The cost of the head it's about 1,000, 1,000 and a half for the pants. Others are super cheap. Some of them are like 100 lucent. And these two you can get from the box from the dungeons, so it's also doable. So let's talk about traits. For the weapon it's super simple. Almost every time you will choose magic crit, magic hit and magic heavy attack. These three things is must have for the damage dealer. So we're choosing Toblick, Thunderous Soul because of the trait. Unfortunately, this website have sometimes wrong numbers, but overall the understanding will be the same. So Toblick Boost, it's something that you will have with this stuff. Melee ranged magical critical hit plus 23, as I recall, per 1 meter of the distance between you and the target. And you will have at least 20 meters. It's plus 250 magical critical hit. It's huge. That's why we need this stuff. Plus 9 with the right traits. It could be a little bit costly, but even just the stuff with some trait like magical hit, it's already super good. For the wand, we will also want from the dungeon, and this wand will give you when your health goes below 20%. As I recall, you will hide for 3 seconds. And this is really huge. During the PvP, it's 0 chance that you will live if the archer will bind you. Only if you're using daggers as a secondary for the stealth or this thing. So must have for PvP, you have alternative from the excavator with some additional heal, but this is must have. Now let's talk about armor. So traits for the armor, you will want max health, no regeneration, because health regeneration for us is trash, max health, max mana, mana regeneration and melee evasion. You can choose other different defenses, like you can choose the magic evasion, ranged evasion, you just choose whatever you think will be better for you. Endurance and evasion also good, but I think evasion is better because it's a miss chance. I personally die from the melees. If the archers will focus me, I will die anyway, but from the melees, melee evasion is good. Now, as I said, some of the pieces are more expensive, like the head, pants and also the boots a little bit. Some of them are super easy to get. So elite resistant magic garb, elite wizard's cloak and elite resistance cloth gloves are something really good, super cheap. So you're getting elite resistance magic garb, you go for the max mana, mana regeneration and some type of evasion, and you have magic critical hit and max mana. You level up till 9 and you have like huge crit boost and huge mana boost, which will help you to heal better. Corrupt Witch Head. We have dexterity plus 3 here and magic hit. Super important for us. So we're balanced. Half of our armor is for the magical critical hit and half for the magic hit. Magic hit will allow you not to miss and also to land your CCs, which is important, right? So dexterity plus 3, magic hit, max health, melee evasion, and also cooldown speed trait is really good. Elite Wizard's Claw. Magical critical hit and max mana, and you're choosing max mana, mana regeneration, and skill damage resistance. That will help to get less damage from the skills. Then why these pants? Dexterity and melee evasion. Super easy. Melee evasion is not something super good, but dexterity will add a lot of magical critical hit to you, base damage, and the evasion as well. So you're getting here max health, melee evasion, and whatever you want. Whatever you want, they are all trash. And the last one, the boots, dexterity and movement speed. Just imagine you have dexterity from the head, from the pants and from the boots. You are choosing mana regeneration, you are choosing movement speed more in the traits and maybe ranged evasion. The third one, like in the pants, is not so important. So in that case, you have two huge weapons, right? The damage is really big from the staff. The ability of stealth from the wand is also super good. And you have balanced and relevantly cheap armor for the magical critical hit, dexterity, a little of magic hit, and all the traits. And imagine how much max health you will improve, melee evasion, mana and mana regeneration. Everything that we need. Now let's talk about accessories. For the accessories, we're going for standard main quest rewards, routine necklace, routine bracelet, and routine ring. It will give you magical critical hit buff and also attacking an enemy with 50% health or less increased magical critical hit by 140 for 3 seconds. So in PvE, it's just a must-have. But nevertheless, the necklace will give you cooldown speed, the bracelet will give you mana regeneration and a little bit of melee evasion, and the ring will give you magical hit and max health. Altogether, is the same path that we have with armor. Now, you can switch the Retain Mysterious ring with the lethal ring for the dexterity. But the set buff is pretty actually okay, magical critical hit, and this PvE ability for the magical critical hit more, so keep it. Keep it till purple. Chieftain ring, because of magical critical hit and mana regeneration. And yes, for the traits, for the accessories. It's not showing here, but you can do the traits for accessories as well. We want skill damage boost, skill damage resistance, and max mana or mana regeneration. But skill damage boost is huge. So Chieftain ring, we're choosing skill damage boost, max mana and mana regeneration. You can choose buff duration as well, kind of okay, but you decide. And for the belt, all belts are just trash. So I decided mana regeneration, max mana is okay. We also can get skill damage resistance from it, max mana and mana regeneration. This is something that we will have. And this is for the fast start during the global version, or if you want to start right now. This gear you can get like in a week of grinding or 2 or 3 weeks of casual playing, and it will be super buffed and you will be close to the purple players, because to have traits in purple is much more expensive. Now, let's talk about where are we aiming. So, purple build. Let's vote PLK Mage 3, Staff and Wand, full purple damage dealer. Let's go. We have the same weapon, we have the same wand, because they're great and it's easy to get. The best in slot stuff will be from the Overlord, because it gives you super cool ability with your fire stacks. It will just explode enemies during the PvP. But so now let's talk about armor. The traits for the armor will be the same. Max health, max mana, mana regeneration. Sometimes you can get the cooldown speed, this is super huge, you need to get it, and melee evasion, if you don't have anything else. But, so let's talk about the armor sets. Now we can talk about sets. We have few of them. For the magic damage dealer, Mother Nature set is the best. It's just the best, because of the following. With 2 items from the set, you will have enfeeble duration plus 7.5. And half of your damage during the PvE and bosses are from the fireballs and fireball stacks. So plus 7.5 seconds, it's just enormous. And the most important, from the 4 items, you can get a range plus 10%. It's huge, because you also have range on other items, and overall, if you have a range about 25 meters, first of all, your staff will be critting as hell, and second of all, we have an ability, passive staff ability, which is asceticism. This site is outdated, but if you're staying at one place for 3 seconds or more, you will have 100 heavy attack chance. So you need to stay. And to stay, you need the range. Range is huge. And in PvP, it's also super huge. So let's set range is good for the mages. Now, let's talk about the set. So the set is super balanced. All pieces of the set will not give you the only crit or only dexterity or only wisdom or only perception. It's everything. The head. The cooldown speed is super huge for us. Enfeeble chance, also really good because of the nature set and overall our damage and the wisdom. So it's not perfect, but let's talk about other. The armor, the chest, dexterity plus 3, magic heavy attack chance plus 33, and wisdom plus 1. Just imagine when you have it plus 9, it's huge. You're taking mana regeneration, you're taking melee evasion, and maybe buff duration. Here it's max health, melee evasion, and cooldown speed. Now the gloves are magical critical hit, the range plus 3.3%, and it will be bigger after you will enhance your gear, and plus 2 wisdom. You're taking max health, melee evasion, and then maybe attack speed. Not bad. The boots, magical critical hit, perception, and stamina regeneration. Taking max health, move speed, and melee evasion. And the last one, the pants. Enfeeble chance, mana cost efficiency, and wisdom plus 2. You're taking max health, melee evasion, and then whatever you want. So overall, We have wisdom and cooldown speed. We have heavy chance, dexterity and wisdom. We have range, wisdom, magical critical hit, mana cost efficiency and wisdom, and magical critical hit perception. It's like super balanced build for the mage. You have health, you have crit, you have hit, you have enfeeble chance from the perception and wisdom. So it's super good for you, and overall, this set will give you super good possibilities in PvP and PvE. The mother set is really hard to get because, for instance, the chest is only dropping in the Lizard Island, so you need to grind it and the chance is super low. While you're collecting the nature set, you can also using the Heavenly Arbiter attire set. So what is that? We have chests, we have gloves, and we have a mask. And they're pretty good. So chest will give you the wisdom, gloves will give you dexterity and attack speed, and the mask will give you dexterity and magical critical hit. So it's pretty good. If you don't want the Mother Nature set bonus, maybe you can switch the head to the Heavenly Arbiter mask. Now, let's talk about the accessories. For the accessories, we have Holy Warrior Choker, which is cooldown speed, mana cost efficiency, and mana regeneration. As always, we are taking max health, skill damage boost, and then something. I don't know what is terror chance. We don't have a fear, but maybe we'll have in the future. So buff duration is good. Or enfeeble chance also good. And about how to get this armor, if you watch my other video, the ultimate guide for the mages, I will talk about where to get all of this. But this is from the Guild Raid boss. This is hard to get from the Lizard Island. This is from the dungeons. This one I don't remember, and this one is from the dungeon or from the Guild Raid boss. So most of the parts you can get from the dungeon or Guild Raid boss. This is the problem. Now, Holy Warrior Choker you can get from the Guild Raid bosses. Beast King Glided Braces you can get from the dungeon, and it's damage bonus and perception. Pretty good for you. Skill damage resistance, max health, and for instance, debuff duration will be good. Lethal Frost Ring is from the dungeons as well. Dexterity +4, enfeeble chance, and you're taking max mana, mana regeneration in skill damage boost. And this one you can craft from the 20 dimension crystals, what you get every time when you finish the dungeon. So it's pretty simple. You will grind your weapons anyway. This ring will get you perception, a range, and wisdom. And range is super huge for us. It's a set, but the set bonus is stamina regen +10. So I don't know. It's not super useful for now. And you're getting max health, skill damage boost, and Skull Spectral Belt, dexterity +2 and mana regeneration. Also dungeons and Guild Raid bosses. You can get it. Skill damage resistance, max mana, and mana regeneration. And you have a full set. The most important thing, this is not a BIS, right? Like in World of Warcraft. Because the set bonuses are not so great, and you can switch parts. So as I said, Heavenly Arbiter could be used. If we're talking about the Choker, the Great Sage Necklace is also the good option, because of mana regeneration, max mana, and wisdom. And the last one is Bracelet. You can switch Bracelet to this one. Damage bonus, magic hit, and max mana. So you can work on your build, and also the drop chance is not super big. You need the money and Lucent to buy all this stuff. For instance, Miracle of Mother Nature chest right now on the marketplace is 12k, huge. But this is something that we are looking for, and we will try to get as close to that as possible. So this build is balanced, is on magic, crit, hit, and heavy attack chance, but you also will have all other attributes that will, empower you. You will have a good cooldown, good range, and it's something that you want in PvP, and PvP and PvE as well with our passives. And the last one is the Cloak. The Cloak, this one is from the dungeon, super easy to get. I mean, the drop chance is low, but you will go in the dungeons a lot, believe me. So cooldown speed, magical critical hit, and mana regeneration. That's something that you want. Other than that, boys, I think you know better what to get for your character as the BIS, best in slot gear. Comment below what do you think, what all other options do you have. For instance, maybe we are going not to the range but into the cooldown gear to make ourselves more faster to cast spells, and it's pretty doable. Or we can add more heal for the wand and other stuff. So comment, let's see what you get. This is something that I'm looking for, and I'm only learning. I obviously have better geared teammates and guildmates and people on the server. I'm really curious to see your opinion. So, subscribe, like, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.